Hey everyone, Glorious Geo here. I am no stranger to PvP in FromSoft video games. There are a lot of new people getting in the series, so now would be as good as ever to give advice. So today, I'm going to do a quick rundown on how to start handling PvP and also explain why I have chosen to remain at level 9. To begin with, you need to prepare your inventory. On your pouch slots you should have all flasks quick slotted here. And on the other, your consumable items go here. Equipping throwing knives would be a good idea because the damage is decent at ending low health point players. Next, let's go over talismans. The best talisman I have is the Radigan. You can grab this item pretty early. You do take extra damage when equipping this, but the stat boosts it gives is 100% worth taking. In addition, I would recommend the Arsenal Charm or Great Jar Arsenal Charm to boost your equip load. Armor in this game is very important. Not only is poise back and working in this game, the damage reduction is big. My character does not take much damage due to the fact that I am wearing heavy armor. As such, I would definitely recommend you wear heavy armor. The talisman can also be a huge game changer. Take the time to figure out what works best for you. Okay, time to talk about PvP weapons. I would recommend you take a weapon that is good at roll catching or at very least have one offhand. Healing is very quick in the game. But you can still catch them in the act. Fights will end a lot quicker if they are not spamming healing. My recommended weapons are lance heavy thrusting swords, dual swords, and pulley crossbow. All these weapons excel at hunting down and delivering the killing blow to players. But feel free to find a weapon that fits you personally. Onto the PvP tactics now. PvP can be very different from PvE. One thing to take away from this video is patience. There are many different weapons and ashes of war in this game. You will have to just wait and watch what it does at a safe distance when you spot them, and then you figure out how to counterattack them accordingly. In PvP you have to decide when to be on the offensive or defensive on the fly. You have to read your opponent and figure what their next move is. And you can do that by just waiting and observing their moves. You get an idea of just what type of player you are up against. I do a lot of taunting in this game to get a reaction. From that, it is more easy to predict how they will react to me. This will transfer into 1v3s where you have to bait them out. Draw them out from afar with a ranged weapon or do a quick attack to chip away at them. Always keep in mind that you must not let them corner you. Prepare to dodge at any moment when going for a low health point target. Because they will most likely be going for you from behind. Co-op players are not very clever and typically will just mindlessly go for you. Outmaneuver them and kill them one by one or try to end the host immediately if they have a death wish. Now, we have to talk about magic and the ashes of war in this game. Magic is very annoying. The tracking and speed on spells is absolutely maddening. Facing them head on is a no-go. Mages will always be your top priority in this game. Personally, I bait them out and let them wither away all their FP and then charge forward. There are many ashes of wars in this game, with a few of them even being game-breaking. You'll have to find out how to avoid each one of them through experience. But I would highly recommend you equip Quickstep or Bloodhound Step just so you can dodge them better. Alright, time to talk about invasions. When you die during an invasion, all your runes will be dropped where you died like in normal gameplay. Make sure to spend all your runes before invading. Invasion matchmaking is determined by your level and weapon upgrade level. Keep those in mind and choose the best regions to invade in accordingly. Invading in the open world is ideal and not in a cave or dungeon. That is because in the open world, you can escape very easily without being cornered and run for cover. But do not spam the roll button when you are escaping away from ganks. The distance covered by dodges is very tiny and the gank will easily catch up to you by sprinting. Use your roll to dodge their attacks and then immediately start running. Be aware of your environment and know where to run to for backup. This video is just about the PvP basics. So I won't go into detail about builds. Instead, I will just be talking about mine. I am only level 9 yet I remain quite powerful because of my talismans and armor. Each talisman pouch you gain will open more option for you to have. My favorite one is my regen build. Once I reach full HP, my defense gets increased by a ton. And with the Radigan, my stats get boosted so high to the point where I am able to try out different weapons without being forced to level. This is also just a personal thing, but I like being forced to not level up in games for my first playthrough. It requires me to think of crazy new tactics to beat the game instead of just banging my head against a wall until my high-level character wins. Also, I find low-level PvP to be incredibly fun. People have less healing and magic. There are no overpowered ashes of war at low-level PvP. But I will back up my file and do high-level invasions for future videos. That's all for my quick PvP guide and level 9 build. Doom guides take quite a lot of work compared to just invading people. So hit that like button and subscribe. Also feel free to request more guides from me and ask your question in the comments section below. I hope you all have fun in your invasions and remember, be patient in PvP.